Hey, welcome to another vlog. So in this vlog, I am going to be showing you two things. I did get the my mothballs that I ordered from Amazon. So those are in. So I'm going to be unpacking that box and showing you what they look like in the tray that I got in my dining room. So we'll be going to do that together. And then also, I am actually getting installed a system to soften my water. So there's a lot of, I don't know if you guys have one of the systems in your homes, but I'm going with a company called Rainforest. I found out about them one day. I was in Home Depot. In fact, when I was in Home Depot getting all of my plants and things like that for the outdoor to spruce up my curb appeal, a representative stopped by and scheduled an appointment. So I had someone from Rainforest come out here last week to do some testing on the water to identify what bad stuff is in there. And obviously, it tested for nitrates, which is considered like poo in the water. So this is like feces from like animals or whatever. That came back negative, thankfully. And then second, it tests for, I guess, any like harsh things, right? Which kind of like really makes your water harsh. So obviously that came back positive. And in fact, that's actually, by your water being harsh, I don't know if you know this, but that actually, when you apply that on your skin, it actually really pull out the natural oils in our skin. I was just talking with my mother. I'm just like, you know what? When God designed us, He really did give us everything that we needed. And the unfortunate part, what man has come up with in this world system is really at the end of the day, is to make money. And I just feel like if we can all just educate ourselves and get back to what God really intended for us, like our bodies will be so much better, be in so much better shape. But at the end of the day, in this world, they want to keep our bodies in a state where we're constantly buying, and the rich keep getting richer. And that's just the state that we live in. But anyway, so I am actually getting someone to come in to install the system for the softer water. So I don't know if you guys ever realize this. This is a sign that your water is harsh. If you ever seen after a while like the ring around in your toilet, that's a sign of you having harsh water. I remember my mother pointing that out to me when we first moved into the house after being here for a couple of weeks, and she had noticed that ring around. She was like, "Yeah, Pauline, your water is harsh." And and then also along with that, part of that system that I'm getting installed that's my daughter crying in the background, is a faucet. I can't think of the proper name for it, but it's a smaller faucet really to get your drinking and your cooking water. And it's supposed to be water in the purest state. So it's going to be alkaline, which is great because I love drinking water that has a high pH balance in it for alkaline. And anything that's 7 and above, it's considered alkaline water. So this particular, with the system that they're going to be putting in, the pH is going to be like 9. So that is like really, really good. So I'm definitely looking forward to that. So that should help cut costs on just purchasing bottled waters. So I'm going to take you guys through that process. They're supposed to be coming out here today to install it. Now, you guys know, when they were showing about adding that additional faucet, you guys know, functionally, yes, I like it. But also, from an aesthetic standpoint, it needs to look good too. Because I was just like, I spent money on my countertops and you're just not putting anything in there. So good thing is, I'm going to tell you about this company. They actually, because that was also important to me, the aesthetics, they actually allowed me to go on Amazon to pick out something that looks good, that's going to match the faucet that I have. And good thing we found something. So I was really, really happy about that. Because it needs to look good, not just function well and do a good thing to this body, but it needs to look good. So I cannot wait to show you guys that, what I picked out and what I chose. But anyway, yes. Yes. All right, I'll figure it out. So let's get into this. This tray here on the table. I'm gonna unpack. You guys gotta excuse my hair. I was supposed to go get a. My hair is supposed to get a retie this past Sunday, and I had to reschedule it for next Sunday. So my hair is a mess. It's dry. Oh my gosh, I hate when my hair gets like this because I feel like my hands are in my hair more. But let's go ahead and get started with this table and let's see what it looks like. Go over there. Go over there. This is the tray with additional mothballs in it. So I don't know, do you guys think I should just take the plastic out? Because honestly, obviously the plastic being in there, I had wanted to kind of raise it higher, but I feel like also you want to camouflage, you want to hide the plastic. You don't want to see the plastic either, right? So I'm wondering either I get more moss balls, which I don't want to, or I just take the plastic out and then I won't have to worry about trying to hide the plastic. So I don't know, what do you guys think? Should I just leave the plastic in there? Because I'm not really sure if it's actually raising it, to be quite honestly. I just feel like it's just as flat with the tray. Or take it out. Leave the plastic or take it out. If I leave the plastic, I get it more mothballs to really kind of hide the plastic. I don't know. It's just, clear. It's just, I don't know if it really. And this is 3 bags. This is 3 bags of moss balls. It's a lot. So, love it. Don't look centered because of my camera. So let me know what you guys think in the comments. So Rainforest is here. I have the technician here ready to install the system. He came in a little bit ago. He got here and I was actually in a meeting at my job for work, and but came in, kind of scoped the area where he has to install the tank, as you see there out there. It's supposed to take about, like, I think the guy told me 2 hours. Yeah, so they're here getting that ready to get installed. He's prepping out there. So we are going to take you through this process. So here is one of the areas where he's gonna be is obviously around the sink, because he has to install the tank for the water to flow through for cooking and drinking, and it's gonna be here. So I'm thinking like right here. I don't want it like really extra close, but a good. So I'm just thinking right in here should be a good place for it. So I did kind of go ahead and somewhat cleared out the bottom under the sink, move some of the products. So here's the thing. They don't have the piece that I actually selected from Amazon. I don't think it's here yet. I spoke with someone this morning and they say that it hasn't been delivered, but they're supposed to put in something temporary. My only concern with that is that when the actual piece that I want gets here, I don't know, the measurements will be off, but they say they do it all the time. I just don't want them to put like a miscut hole, you know, in here. Again, because this is quartz countertop and, you know, I paid money for it, so they need to get it right first time. All right, so that's where, God, I gotta think of where that piece was. I gotta ask him when he gets here. And then let me take you down the basement to show you where they're going to be setting up the other tank for the rest of the water to flow throughout the house. All right, so I'm going down the basement and just showing you guys where we talked about putting it. And so it's gonna go here right by the water heater and the sump pump. So I was just talking with the guy and he was telling me that, you know, basically everything where he needs to start installing it is actually over there in that corner. So I just wish that stuff was a little closer. But anyway, so he's essentially going to have to just run pipes. There is an outlet over there, so that's good. He's going to have to run pipes along the wall. He said he'll keep it as high up as he possibly can to have it fit over here. So the job actually may take him a little longer. And then I was also talking to him about the system under the sink that I just showed you where that's going to go. He's telling me that they don't actually have the faucet piece that I selected, and I just, oh, my daughter's crying, and I just told him, like, I'd rather you guys have it here during the installation. Like, I don't need you guys to come back to replace that, because I'm just like, I invested too much money in my quartz, like too much money, and I don't need it. I need it to be right the first time. So I just feel more comfortable if they just have the piece here and then install whatever they need to do under the sink. And so he's checking with his manager to see if he's able to do that. So this is the tanks for the whole house water. So these are actually going to get installed in the basement by the water heater, as I stated. And this is rain soft. I kept saying rainforest. It's actually rain soft. Correction there.
Close the door.
Okay. So now, as far as the sink upstairs for the cooking and drinking water, the alkaline water, they're just gonna wait until the piece get here and they're gonna come back and they're gonna install the sink part. Cause I'm just like, I'm not, this is a pretty big investment, this countertop. So I just kind of want everything right first time around, like not to come back for you to switch out something. So thankfully, they're going to honor my request. And so I will show you that, obviously, when they come back to get that installed. So I'm just going to go ahead. This is all the stuff I took out. I'm going to go ahead and put all that stuff back in. And hopefully, they'll be back here this week to install it. Oh, and it's called a reverse osmosis. You know what? Let me get my phone because I saw it there. I'm going to let you guys know because this is killing me. Let me get the phone. It is called Yes, a reverse osmosis. So let me just show you. So this is what I found on Amazon. So that's the one, the smaller one there is the one that I'm waiting on. So like I said, when that come in, they have someone come back out here and install the system for the sink in the kitchen. But this is what it looks like. Pretty close to what I have. The only thing to handle was just skinnier, and I'm okay with that. But for the most part, it's like almost like 100%. Like, so cool. So that's the one I'm getting. Yep, so it's a reverse osmosis. That's the name. I just could not think of that name. Look at the new toy that I got. The iRobot. I finally broke down and got it. When I first moved in here, my sister-in-law, my mom, they were telling me I should get it. And finally was able to get it. And yeah, you know, at first I wasn't going to, because I honestly didn't want to spend the money because I had already invested in a Dyson. But it actually worked out that I found out mistakenly that I had like 60-something thousand points on a credit card that I have. And so it actually afforded me to actually get this off of Amazon. It was on sale for like $2-something. I think these usually run a little higher. So I think it was almost like a 35% discount off of Amazon. So I'm so excited. I'm so grateful that I actually just broke down and got it. I love it. It is so smart, so smart. And so like, since I have a lot of square footage, what it does is it cleans as much as it can, and then it just puts itself back on the docking station to finish charging, and it literally picks up where it left off. So I love it. If you guys don't have an iRobot, you should get it. I love it. What I haven't done yet, I haven't set up any schedules for it, but I do think that I do want to set up a schedule for this to run overnight, while everybody is asleep in the bed and don't have to worry about people being in the way. So I am going to set that up. But for now, I am just, so yesterday it ran like for so long, and I think it was because, just going back and forth on the docking station to charge. Stay in the house, Chloe. So I'm going to get it going. Get up, Chloe, get up. No, go over there. You guys probably saw them in the camera running after. Go over there. So here's some little crumbs that are on the floor from my daughter's eating this morning, a bar. So I'm just going to get this thing going. And it's so smart, oh my gosh. So vacuum everywhere, and I'm just gonna start it. Look, see, it's coming on. It's getting itself ready. I love it. Here we go. Yeah, if you have a lot of square footage, I would definitely look. See how I just got up the crumbs? My daughter, they would definitely go scared. So so it goes in a particular pattern. It goes back. Yeah, this thing is awesome. Thank you, sister-in-law and mom, for really suggesting me to get this. I wasn't going to, but I'm so glad that I did. So this is the iRobot. I am back in my basement. I wanted to come down here and show you guys how the tanks, or where the tanks were installed for my water softener. So in the early in the vlog, I kind of showed you guys this space here where when we originally looked at it, we thought it made sense to to be over here near the hot water tank. But the installer who was here, you know, after really looking at the space and where he needed to run the lines, it actually made sense to actually sit it back here against this wall. So as you can see, you know, with the water softener, company is Rain Soft. There are 2 tanks there, and then there's also that salt bin on the right. So that is actually where I want to say, like, at least once a year, where I have to replenish the salt. And so let me show you guys, go a little closer. And then they did start me off with some salt, and it kind of gives you some lines on, like, here on where to fill it. But he told me that I can literally just fill it all the way up to the top. So I don't know if you guys, how much you guys, it's a little dark, my apologies, but there is salt in there. And he was like even saying I can actually top it off. You see that pole there? I can really top it off at the top of that pole. So this is gonna last me for a good while. And obviously the more water usage that you use, the quicker the salt is going to go down. So we are a family of 6 right now. So yeah, we'll see. So I'm saying at least once a year. And then what also he was suggesting, you know, if we ever, because the water softener is going through the whole entire house, even outside, like when we run the sprinkler, the hose or whatever, that's all, that water has all been it's all softened. And so what he was saying is, like, for instance, like we were going to get a pool and we wanted to use the water to fill the pool. They suggested that, you know, taking these keys here and turning it off, so this way you don't waste the salt for that large amounts of water like that, like filling a pool. But it really makes sense. So because obviously when we get our basement refinished, all this stuff here is gonna literally just turn into the utility closet. So which is why I wanted it to be kind of in this area, the space. Now I would tell you that he had to, the main water line, sewer line, is actually all the way over here. So over there, that is the main line. So he had to tap into there to run lines all the way back here. And he did a pretty good, he did a pretty good job. I really appreciate it. You know, that it wasn't nothing sloppy. And obviously in this section, this is our rough and for the bathroom. So this is, yeah, this is good. This is really good. I'm glad we were able to place it back here with, you know, the AC, the HVAC unit, and also the water tank with the sump pump. So yeah. And you guys already showed you this. This is the aromatherapy. Got this going. Smells so good. Oh my gosh. We had to tap into this thing here, and this is how my fragrance is running through the entire house of the home. So that's the Aroma 360. I love this thing. I still haven't came down here and like scheduled it on the times I wanted to actually come out, because it did come with some default settings, and I'm just right now just using the default settings. So, but yeah. Now, as far as, I would say, as far as the reverse osmosis, which is that additional faucet that's going to go next to the main faucet, they called me back, got a call back, and we scheduled for them to install that. So the one that I actually wanted for aesthetic purposes, and obviously it's going to function well, that actually came in. So I called and scheduled, and they're going to be out here to complete the installation for the water. And that is particularly what they're installing there. That is particularly for drinking and cooking. So it's going to be water in its purest state. So it's going to be alkaline water. So I'm excited about that, where I can start using that and, you know, applying it to when I make my mushroom coffee, when I make my sea moss cooking. I'm just so excited for that. And that also comes with somewhat of a tank, and it gets installed. They kind of mount it to the wall under the cabinet sink. So yeah, when that get installed on Tuesday, I will definitely take you guys through that process and show you what that looks like, and you know how that turns out next to my main faucet. But yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and close out this vlog. I really hope you guys enjoyed the vlog. Unfortunately, I do want to say, I thought last week I did tell you guys that I was going to have my shiplap installed, but it is the guy, there's something, the guy that was scheduled to install it, something came up, so we had to reschedule it for next Friday. So hopefully I will be able to show you guys that project in the next vlog. So you guys stay tuned, stay connected. If you had not subscribed, go ahead and click on that subscribe button. Don't forget to like, share, and comment. I do respond to all my comments, and I really appreciate you guys supporting me on this YouTube channel. Until next time, bye-bye.